Army, Field Marshal, General, Lieutenant General, Major General, Brigadier, Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel, Major, Captain, Lieutenant, Navy, Admiral of the Force, Admiral of the Fleet, Admiral, Vice Admiral, Rear Admiral, Commodore, Captain, Commander, Lieutenant Commander, Lieutenant, Sub-Lieutenant, Air Force, Marshal of the Air Force, Air Chief Marshal, Air Marshal, Air Vice Marshal, Air Commander, Group Captain, Wing Commander, Squadron Leader, Flight Lieutenant, Flying Officer. Defense rank, Defense rank, Defense rank, Army, Field Marshal, Army Field Marshal, Army Field Marshal, Army Field Marshal, Field Marshal, General, Field Marshal, General, Major General, Army Field Marshal, Major General, Major General, Army Field Marshal, General, Major General, Lieutenant General, Lieutenant General, Lieutenant General, Lieutenant General, Lieutenant General, Army Field Marshal, Army Field Marshal, General, Major General, Lieutenant General, 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 Brigadier, Brigadier, Brigadier Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel, 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 Captain Major Lieutenant, 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 LCM. This means Major Captain Lieutenant, 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 LCM, LCM, LCM. Defense rank, Army. Defense rank, Army. Defense rank, Army. Field Marshal. This is Field Marshal. Field Marshal, Field Marshal, Field Marshal. This is 5-star. Honorary, 5-star. Honorary. And General is 4-star. Major General is 3-star. Lieutenant General is 2-star. Brigadier 1-star. Colonel, Senior Officer, SO. Senior Officer, Senior Officer. Major, Captain, Lieutenant. Lieutenant is entry level. Lieutenant is entry level. Lieutenant is entry level. Defense rank, Army, Field Marshal, 5-star honorary, General 4-star, Major General 3-star, Lieutenant General 2-star, Brigadier 1-star, Colonel, Senior Officer, Lieutenant Colonel, Major, Captain, Lieutenant, entry level. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 positions are there. 10 positions are there. 10 positions are there. 10 positions are there. Defense rank, Army, Field Marshal, General, Major General, Lieutenant General, Brigadier, Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel, Major, Captain, Lieutenant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lieutenant General, 2 star. Brigadier, 1 star. Field Marshal, 5 star. Honorary. General, 4 star. Colonel, senior officer. Lieutenant, entry level. Lieutenant General, 2 star. Lieutenant, entry level, but a Lieutenant General, 2 star. Lieutenant, entry level, Lieutenant General, 2 star. General, 4 star. Major General, 3 star. General, 4 star. Major General, 3 star. Colonel, senior officer. Colonel, senior officer. CSO. 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 Colonel, senior officer. Brigadier 1. B1. Lieutenant General 2. LG2. Major General 3. MG3. General 4. G4. Field Marshal 5 star. FM5. Lieutenant entry level. LEL. It's not LOL. LEL. Lieutenant entry level.
Navy. Defense rank, Navy. Navy Admiral of the Fleet. 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 Admiral. Admiral of the Fleet. Admiral. Vice Admiral. Vice Admiral. Rear Admiral. Rear Admiral. Rear Admiral. Admiral of the Fleet. Admiral. Vice Admiral. Vice Admiral. Rear Admiral. Admiral of the Fleet. Navy. Admiral of the Fleet. Vice Admiral. Vice Admiral. Rear Admiral. Vice Admiral. Rear Admiral. Vice Admiral. Rear Admiral. Commodore. 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 Captain. Commander. Commodore. Captain. Commander. Commodore. Captain. Commander. Commodore. Captain. commander, commodore, captain, 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 commander, lieutenant commander, 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 lieutenant, lieutenant, sub-lieutenant, lieutenant, sub-lieutenant, lieutenant, sub-lieutenant, lieutenant, sub-lieutenant, lieutenant commander, lieutenant, sub-lieutenant, lieutenant commander, lieutenant, sub-lieutenant. Oops. Again, I forgot to hit the record button. Air Force, Marshal of the Air Force, number 1, Marshal of the Air Force, 5-star honorary, Marshal of the Air Force, 5-star, Air Chief Marshal, Air Marshal, Air Vice Marshal, Marshal of the Air Force, Air Chief Marshal, Air Marshal, Air Vice Marshal, Air Commodore, Group Captain, Wing Commander, Squadron Leader, Air Commodore, Group Captain, Wing Commander, Squadron Leader, Flight Lieutenant, Flying Officer, Entry Level, Flight Lieutenant, Flying Officer, Flight Lieutenant, Flying Officer, Flying Officer, Entry Level, Flying Officer, Entry Level, Flying Officer, Entry Level, Group Captain, Senior Officer, Group Captain, Senior Officer, Air Commodore 1-star, Air Commodore 1-star, Air Vice Marshal 2-star, Air Vice Marshal 2-star, Air Marshal 3-star, Air Marshal 3-star, Air Chief Marshal 4-star, Air Chief Marshal 4-star, but Marshal of the Air Force is 5-star.